Mr. Pippet Stories.
A Firefly Story by Mr. Pippet. Have you ever gone out as the day turns to night, just as the rays of the sun lose their light? And did you see all the fireflies all around everywhere? Flittering and fluttering all around in the air. There's a secret about fireflies that not many know. It's the secret of what makes those small fireflies glow. You see, fireflies love nothing more than to dance. They love nothing more than to cha-cha and prance. Dancing, for each and every fire girl and boy, is the thing that most fills them the most up with joy. When they start to hear music at the end of the day, that the crickets and frogs and cicadas all play, they flutter, they flitter, they jig and they spin, they wiggle, they waggle, they dance until then they fill up with such happiness, well, wouldn't you know, those happy little fireflies just begin to just glow. But for a small fly named Fanny, the dances each night filled her not up with happy, but instead with great fright. Though she loved to watch others as they danced away, she felt she looked silly when she danced the same way. Her dancing, Fanny thought, was not quite the best. Her dancing, Fanny thought, was not like the rest. She wanted to dance, now don't get me wrong. She loved nothing more than a really good song. And time after time her parents would say, "Just dance your dance, Fanny, in any such way." But Fanny was so sure that all of the others, the mothers, the fathers, the sisters, the brothers, danced so much better that she never once tried. So she never felt the happiness that they felt inside. And because she wasn't happy, well, wouldn't you know, Fanny the firefly had never yet got to glow. But one night, while sitting on the leaf of a tree, in a spot Fanny thought no one could see, she heard the music as it began to play. Then a miracle occurred at the last lights of day. Well, just for a moment, do you know what she did? Fanny started to dance in the place she was hid. At first she moved slow, just a tiny wee bit. She gave a slight wiggle and a very small jit. She felt the music grab hold of her little wings. The music spun her around with a swish and a fling. She twirled around this way and twirled around that. That music lifted her up from the place she was at. That music caused her to waggle and wiggle. That music caused her whole self to giggle. And as she was lifted up high in the air, with one wing going this way and one going there, she soon realized the little old she was dancing in the air where the others could see. But instead of having feelings of sadness or fright, she felt happy and confident and all full of light. Fanny, who had never dared do one spin or flit, found that she too could dance when she tried just a bit. And if you ask any firefly who was there on that night, not one had ever seen a firefly so bright. Like Fanny the firefly, each one of us all, from the youngest to the oldest, the tall and the small, needs to know that each of us, each has the right to dance our own dance with all of our might. So whatever it is that brings great joy to you, I hope you have the courage to that thing go do. Because it is happiness and joy that fills us with light and takes our little wings and helps us take flight.
Could you find me on every single page? Thanks for watching. Subscribe for more stories.